song is appropriate about a building. 1998. Two couples set up on a veranda overlooking a beautiful, beautiful lake. A lake full of flamingos. And just over the wall there's buffalo, water buffaloes, baboons, baboonies, something like that, and they're trying to eat, and they're picking bugs off of each other. And they're looking out over this beautiful, pristine lake. Looks blue, looks wonderful to inhabit, but it's not. It's full of sulfur. And that's why the flamingos like it. But in his lap of luxury, 4 or 5 people waiting on bringing us whatever our hearts desire that's on the menu. And just beyond the lake, there's poverty beyond what you can imagine. All kinds of food being thrown away from the wealthy tourists from Europe and the USA. But yet on the other side of this beautiful lake, you can get a lodge there and you can stay for $105 a night, American. You can even get room service, but on the other side of the lake. Because the little ones have awakened to the day and have no idea what they're going to eat next. Some mothers have gotten to the point where they will give them a handful of corn along with some water or milk if they have it. That when they consume the corn and put the milk and water down, they aren't sitting going like this. They're glad to have it because the liquid causes the corn to swell and make their belly full. Yet we're sitting there and we're thinking, what part and what plan does God have in all of this? But after all, we were paying $60 a day for a driver and a vehicle. We had luxuries in the midst of poverty. The conversation started like this. We need to set up a church in this area. So the couple was Rose and Daniel Labanga and Nancy and Bob. As time went on, God's sharing with us a vision. Is it a vision of something that's self? Or is it a vision from God? As I've shared with different people, the first thing happens when Americans go to Kenya or go into some of the areas of Kenya. The first thing they want to do is help everybody. Make it as nice for them as it is for us in America. Put clothing on the kids and put food in their bellies. So we decide we set up this church. As God has led us, and that was the birth of Christ Chapel International Ministries. But I couldn't help but think, and it's still staggering in my mind, this beautiful lake, blue looking, with thousands and not hundreds, thousands and thousands of flamingos. 2 million flamingos. White pelicans. Have you ever seen a pure white pelican? We have them in the States, but they're ugly gray-brown. Beautiful white pelican. and then a buffalo or two, a rhinoceros or a rhino, and a couple of other giraffes. But on the other side, there's such distress on the other side of the lake. As we get started, we realized we had to reach the point. We kept running up against problems, bumping our heads, and we found out and we realized that there are people who want us to stop. There are people who don't want that to continue. And above all, Satan was there to destroy it. We had problems. So we kept holding on. Kept holding on. There are people who will look at our young people today, and I get so sick and tired of hearing people say, the young people today, they aren't worth a damn. I venture to say the parents or the people, the adults that are saying that, they aren't worth a damn.
Devil, my, he said that in church. Oh, that's amazing.
Probably not near as bad as some of the things that are going to be said from this parking lot to home in the car where nobody else can hear you. But we kept holding on. Then we had a leader who was worked to give us false documents. The false documents. Because you have to register with the country. Wasn't immediately that we learned that they were false, but we learned that they were false documents. That made us illegal. Along with that, we found out that the person that we appointed the leader was not the leader that God wanted, but the leader that we wanted. Seemed like he was eating the money that was being sent there for support. Now, right then and there, we could have said, that's it, we're done. Close the door. No more Christ Chapel in Kenya. No more church in Kenya. But we kept holding on. We kept holding on. And God sent to us, I have a picture of a young man and his wife standing in the Shabbat church, smiling because they've just been handed a Bible. And that was this young man and his wife, Priscilla. I like that for an African name, Priscilla.
I like Urkel.
Or you like Urkel, you know? In that plane, and along those lines, little did we know that many years later there's going to be a pastor in his church by the name of Urkel who had diabetes problems that we prayed for several years ago. He was reaching the point of blindness, and now he can see. Once I was blind, but now I can see. The light of the world is Jesus. But guess what, David? We kept hanging on. They stopped us. Then I get a notice in the airplane. I'm sitting in the tarmac in Baltimore City, in Baltimore, TWI. I get a notice that they're waiting for you in Kenya. That if Robert Larkin shows up in Kenya this time, he's going back to America in a box. Pants on fire. You know what we did? We kept going. And we held on. We held on to the promise of God. Whatsoever you do in my name's sake, I'll not forsake you, I'll not leave you. We kept holding on. Hold on to it. Lenses, hold on to it. One of these days, Shannon will be sitting right there. Hold on to that. Don't give it up. Just keep on, keep on, keep on. When I heard that song a couple weeks ago, that hit me so much. Do I need another CD? I need another CD like I need a hole in my backside. Got stacks of them. One of the good things for them is they really work out with Quentin. He likes to throw them. He throws them like shot puts. Well, some other things came up, and now we are accused of trafficking babies. When Elizabeth came to America, we went to the embassy and said that we were trafficking babies. We were involved in a ring, flesh trading. Right? By this time, Brother Godfrey, he knows he's connected to some people in the government's there, government office, and he made trip after trip after trip from the Kuru town to Nairobi. We didn't stop there. We kept on moving.
Amen.
Elijah told his servant, go over there and pray again. But I don't see nothing yet. I don't see nothing yet. Go there and pray again. Doctor went back to Nairobi. And then he went back to Nairobi. Because the other person had said some bad words about Christ Chapel International Ministry. Said that we were involved in a baby ring. We didn't stop there. We held on. We held on. We held on. To this very day, the handful of folks that are here today, say, well, I'll tell you, if we just keep that money for ourselves, oh boy, what we could do. We could pave the driveway. And then when people drive past and they see, wow, what a beautiful driveway, let's go to church there. We could stop it. At this point, 600 and how much? 90? Those
45.
645 at this point. Each month. Boy, we could keep that. Right? And we could really do well here. He's passing more money. No, that's not what God wants. We need to hold on to what He has given us. Hold on to what He has shown us. You think about this little poor farm boy, dirt farmer boy from Prizeville, Pennsylvania. Don't even think it's on the map. It doesn't even have a, well, it has a light now, churches. Prizeville, Pennsylvania. Going clean around the world to share the gospel to folks that he didn't have any idea existed. We hung on. We kept holding on to the promise that I'll never leave you or forsake you. Never, ever, ever will I leave you or forsake you. And now today, one more ugly thing has raised its head to try and stop this ministry. One more thing. If you sit there long enough, and you sit here long enough and convince and tell yourself to kind of convince yourself it's because of the economy that we cannot or we are not able to meet our obligation in Kenya. How's that?
Well, you just don't understand. I haven't worked for only 17 ways and I guess you're tired of it.
No! Did you eat? I don't see a person in there except maybe David's skinny kid. I don't see a person in here that's missed a meal that they didn't want to miss. In fact, as mentioned in town, you could ate I don't know how many different places this weekend. And probably, you look around, there's another church somewhere in town feeding you today. There's nobody missed a meal. Christopher, look out that window out there. You see any horse and buggies out there?
No.
What do you see?
Cars?
Cars. Old beat up rattle traps about ready to fall apart. May pop tires.
No.
May pop any minute to me. No. Always see a trunk with full of. Nobody had to walk here. The majority of people in our Kenya churches have to walk. Or ride a Matatu that's made for 12 people and they got 20 people in it. And all like this. And you soon find out that the right guard's not working, neither's the left guard. But they keep coming. There's an explosion in our churches in Kenya. Amen. An explosion. And you folks have been the spark. Don't let this spark die out. Hold on. Hold on to what God has placed in our midst. Hold on. Carol, how long did you work in emergency? Couple years in emergency. When they brought people in there and you had soaked with clothes, of course you didn't. And you started stripping them, skipping where you had to. You didn't say, well, look at that nice underwear they got on. Clean too. No, took center, zip. And you got to the point of what was wrong. What's wrong in, you look at it and say, my, you're not going to make it. Bring on, man. Shove that one over to the morning. But he's not dead yet. She's not dead. No, shove her on over. We don't have time for her. That's what I get from the church. In this small group, I get that. I'll get that. We don't have time nor money for that situation. I use these big hankies because it covers a lot of stuff. Just like in the emergency room, and the people come in there, they cannot. It's in their heart and their soul to help to serve people who are sick, who have been in an accident. Maybe they carry a person in a litter, a stretcher, and in the another stretcher or box is a person's leg. And they don't say, throw that leg away. That's just, no. They do their best to try and save it. And that's what it is for us. And that's why we are here. And that's why God has put Christ Chapel here. So hold on to the future. Hold on to what He's given us. Hold on. Amen. Revelation 3:3. Somebody say, what does it say? Revelation 3:3. Revelation 3:3. Hold on to the faith. Hold on. Are you getting it? You getting it? Revelation 3:3. Come on.
Go back to what you've heard and believe at first. Hold to it firmly and turn to me again. Unless you do, I will come upon you suddenly and unexpected as a thief.
Hey, hold on to it firmly. Hold it. Hold on to it. Keep hold of it. Some guys I used to work from the Carolinas said they never hold anything. They never hold anything. They hope. Hope. I said, what do you mean hope? You got to take hold of it. And you mean take a hold of it? No, take hold of it. So any way you say it, take hold of it. Just like in an emergency room, they can't, they must not, and they dare not look at a person and say, oh, what's the use? It's going to cost too much money to fix this person. No, it's going to cost too much money to fix the things that we need fixed in Kenya. a lousy $550 we need to move the structure where Godfrey's people are right now to the other plot down the road. A lousy $500, and the average family for Christmas this year is going to spend $780 a person for Christmas. Now you'll say, not me, not me. Well, God bless you, you're perfect. I'm not. But we will end up spending more money on Christmas gifts than we have spent in our ministry, for our ministry in Kenya and for right here. We can't let it die. We got to hold on to it. Got to hold on to it. Got to hold on to it. Listen to this song that Brother Dennis is going to play now. Hold on. Elijah said, you go back up there and you pray again. I've been to Mount Carmel. I've spent time in Mount Carmel. Top of Mount Carmel. Check it out. 1 Kings 18, 30, 41, 42, 43, 44. They stood there and shook his head. No, forget it. It's not going to work. The sixth time he came down. That was crazy. Hold on. Hold on to it, guys. It's coming.
It seems like I've pressed on in vain.
It's rough. There's a rough out there.
I'm troubled, no
Now, one Sunday school on every job.
but from the throne room in heaven, water streams, so just hold on.
Put your hands up. Hold on. Come on, put your hands up. It won't hurt you, David. It won't fall off. Put your hands up. But take up with your hands up. Put your hands up. Hallelujah. Hold on, my brother. You sisters too. Hold on. Hold on. You put your hand down now if it's too hard. Carry the hold it up. Very touching word from Bishop Blanton. And the message is hold on. message is hold on. When you hold on to the Lord, when you know whom you have believed, I'm supposed to continue this message just shortly. Oh, a lot of money there. Hold on, brother. In the book of Daniel chapter 11 verse 11:32, when you have the time you can read. Part B, the Bible says, those who know their God, they shall be strong and they shall do exploits. If you know your God, why? You will be able to hold on. If you know whom you have believed, if you know who has called you, if you know whom you serve, if you know the reason of your salvation, then you can keep on holding on. Amen. Because you know your God. Daniel 11:32, part B, those who know their God, they shall be strong and they shall do exploits. Now, from the book that you read, the First Kings chapter 18, you saw the man being sent. Elijah sent this man 7 times. The first time there was nothing. The second time there was nothing. And remember, this is after a great miracle that has happened between the gods of Baal and the God Jehovah. And Elijah had a distinguished God. He said, make an altar and call your God. And they called their God many times. They called their God over many times. Their God never came. He told them, maybe he's asleep. Maybe he's gone on a journey. Maybe he's coming. They kept on calling on him. They kept on going there for him. And he never came. The altar was still there. The water was still there. The sacrifice was still there. And there was nothing happening. And so now, they were already used to something like going and not coming back with any news. But then Elijah called upon his God only once. And when he called him, God answered by fire. Now, there was a distinction. He said 3 years, there would be no rain. And 3.5 years, there was no rain, not by the word of God, but by the word of Elijah. Meaning that you are the servant of God. You have power on your tongue. And whatever you say shall become. If you say something on your mouth, and you believe in it, and you know whom you have believed, like I said in the book of Daniel, chapter 11, if you know your God, many exploits will come. You will see miracles happening in your life. And so, he now comes calling his God. He comes down, he consumes the whole sacrifice. And people look at it and they fell prostrate. They wondered, what kind of God is this? He is the Lord. That's the kind of God you want. They felt excited about it. But then he said, no, get each one of them. He slaughtered all the prophets of Baal. Now, supposedly, Baal is supposed to be the God of rain. But for 3.5 years, he could not order rain to come in Israel. Because Elijah had said, no rain. So now comes, after the great miracle, he says,
let us now go there and hear a sound of abundance of rain. A sound of abundance of rain is like saying there is something new to happen that has not happened for a long, long time. And just like in your life, you may be there and you've not seen a big thing happening in your life for a long, long time. And I know some of you have already reclined your seats and say, it's all gone. I can't get it back. Then all of a sudden, you have a sound of abundance of rain. And the sky is dry. There's nothing. And you cannot see even a cloud or anything up there. Because for 3 hours there was no rain, so there will be no sign. And actually it will be foolhardy to say that if there was no rain for 3.5 years, that you can just come all of a sudden and say, there will be rain. Something that has not been there for a long time will also take a long time to bring it to happen. And as Bishop said, keeping hold on. I know that you've prayed many times. There are people who have prayed for so long. I know of a lady here who is suffering from cancer, and maybe she feels it's all gone. I came to let you know this message this morning. God will hold on just for you. You can be there, and God can hold on everything. Joshua stopped the sun in the daytime. He stood there for a whole day just for him to do what he was called to do. And I came to let you know that if you call on his name, everything can stop just for you. Everything else can stop just for you. And you look at me and say, really? Yes, it can happen. Everything can stop so that God can bless you. God can stop everything just for you. He did it. He can do it now. He has done for others. He can do it for you. Amen. And so, when Elijah called, when he sent this man goes there, he checks out and comes back and says, there's nothing. The second time he comes and says, there's nothing. But now, the first time, number one, when you go alone, number one means you finding out. It is a whole number. God is already involved. He is whole. Our God is not divided. Our God is wholesome God. When number two, when you went the second time, is a number of partnership. It means every time we have an idea or an issue, we need to actually start to pray together as partners. Number three is also representing something. He went there the third time. This means a Holy Trinity is involved. God the Father, God the Son, and God the Spirit. Meaning that the Trinity is already involved in the making of this miracle. He went there the fourth time. Number 4 is a number of praise. Already when you've been praying over something, going there and not finding it, even when it's not happening, when it's not there, when you don't find it, when you don't see it, start praising God. Praise God for it. Praise God for the things that you do not even have. Praise God for the things that you do not even see. Have the faith that it shall be. Number 5. You went there a 5th time and came back. Number 5 is a number of grace, meaning that God himself is involved. The number of grace, when grace is upon us. We sang that song. We sang the song of Amazing Grace. It is amazing. I'll tell you a story. When you have nothing to depend on, and you are all left there for death, you think you'll die. The only thing you can depend on is call on Jesus, who is full of grace, and who is full of healing, and who is full of forgiving, and who is full of love. When you call on him, the grace is sufficient. Amen. Is sufficient. And then the number of man, number 6, the number of man, he went there the 6th time. And now I know that's the number when you get tired. He comes back and he says, there is nothing. It can't be. Then he becomes more stubborn. He sends him again, go there and see. Then he said, no, I've gone there. This is the sixth time. This is the number of man. How we believe in our minds. That is the doctor's report. That is the lawyer's report. That is the report of the members of the church. That is the report of your husband and your wife. That is the report of your neighbor. That is the report of the people that you know. They give you reports that are confusing, and you may think that those reports make sense. They don't make sense. It's only the report of God that can make sense in your life. When God says it's over, then it's over. And it's not over until God says it is. Don't give up. Don't sit down. Don't say it is, I'm done with it. God has a way to revive something and bring a new thing, a renaissance, a river. Something new time. So the sixth time he comes, there is no stop there. He was being disturbed. He thinks he is being disturbed. But then he tells you to go there a seventh time. Number 7 is a number of completeness. Is the number of fullness. Is the number that represents God himself. Is the number of Sabbath. Is the number of worship. And on the 7th day God rested. And when everything begins to work, God rests. When he saw it the 7th time, he said, now I pull out my hand. And when this man behind me was there, he said, I saw something coming out of the sky like the hand of a man. Meaning God has taken over. God stretched out his hand out of the clouds. And when this man went, he saw the hand. He said the hand like the hand of a man. No, it's the hand of God. Ready to work. Now it's time when Elijah now gives instruction. Ahab, go and eat and drink, for there is going to rain. Start going now. Start going. And it was only a hand. And 3 years there was no rain. And now this hand is going to cause storms. This hand will cause heavy rain. This hand will push Elijah to run more than a man that is riding on a chariot. He will run and overtake him. This hand. The hand of God. The hand of God will push you to your blessing. The hand of God will rescue you from diseases. The hand of God will fight your enemies. The hand of God will keep your good health. The hand of God will hold on your family. When you feel it's falling apart, no, the hand of God comes. He holds it. The hand of God is holding marriages. The hand of God is keeping the sick with him. The hand of God has kept this ministry running. When you think you have the strength and feel that you have the strength as a church to do, you don't have any strength. It's only the hand of God that has been helping you. Every time helping you. Every time helping you. The hand of God. When God's hand is in our lives, when God's hand is in our lives, when God's hand is in our children, nothing can go wrong. It rained, and it rained, and it rained. Because there was a tendency, there was a habit in the life of Elijah of holding on. When he was by the brook, he held on. And every day God sent another to take food. Every morning and every evening. Meaning, Elijah could have said, I'm alone, there's nobody, I'm hiding. And in the hiding place, he may have thought, nobody will bring me food, nobody knows where I am. God knows where you are. God knows you. God knows your place of residence. God knows your location. If nobody knows where you live, God knows where you are. Sister Debbie who's looking for her children, you may never know where they are. God knows where they are. Call on Him. He knows them by their names. He knows them where they are. He calls them by their names. He knows what you need in your heart. He knows what you're thinking. So Elijah could have said, no one knows who I am. And so he's hiding somewhere, every day sleeping and wondering what to do. And every morning he sees the raven coming with bread and meat in the morning. And in the evening when he thinks it's already too late, he sees the raven coming again. And the raven is a gluttonous and greedy. They can eat the meat. But this time around, their mouth was zipped just to carry it for Elijah. No appetite. It's for Elijah. He did it when there was no other person. The widow fed him. He held on. And while he was there, God provided through the widow. The Bible says that house never lacked anything. Never lacked anything. In the book of Acts, let me close. The book of Acts, chapter 28, from verse 1. Acts 28, from verse 1. When they arrived at that shore, they realized that place was called Malta or Melita. And in that, at the shore of Melita, those people there showed them unusual kindness, unusual love, unusual kindness. But my main point is, in chapter 27, there are people, as what Bishop was preaching about, there are people who are crying, the ship is wrecked, they are dying, but they are holding on onto the plans of a wrecked ship. They are holding on, they don't know what to do. They are crying in chapter 27 of the book of Acts. Before we reach 28, as you arrive, you see them saying they are realizing that the shore is the shore of Malta. That they have come from a storm, a big storm, and they are holding on to the plans of the ship. Paul told them, Paul promised them that none of them will die, and none of them will lose a piece of hair from their heads. He told them you will all reach safely, and actually they arrived safely. 276 prisoners. They are in shackles. You would think they will die. They are wet because of the great storm, but they arrived all safely. Tell somebody you are safe. When you meet a person in your home, tell them you are safe. When you meet someone on the way, tell them you are safe. When you are with your husband and your wife and your children, tell them they are safe. Even though you go through the storms, you go through the hurdles of life, you go through all the hassling, we are safe. We are safe. The storms may be bigger, but we are all safe. You can keep on holding on, and holding on, and holding on. Don't bother about anything, just worship Him. Just partner with God. Just go to God one. Don't go to many gods, start with God. Partner with people in prayer. Believe in the Holy Trinity. Praise God. Believe in the sufficient grace. And believe that even when men give you reports, wrong reports, as we saw in the numbers, in the fullness of time, God will do the right thing. Not when you want, but when in the fullness of time. In the fullness of time. And you saw the men who are falling prostrate because of the power of Jesus. They are falling prostrate because they wonder, who is this God that you just call Him once and He sends fire? And after just calling Him once, now they are going 7 times, and until the 7th time. There are times you prayed once, something happened. There are times you pray and nothing happens. So when it doesn't happen, why are you complaining? You prayed once, it happened. You wanted something too much, it just came. Sometimes you never even pray, you wish things happen. And now when you pray and things don't happen, you start complaining, you start telling everybody, you start shouting, you start saying, oh, I don't like that church. You start going all over. You start gossiping. Hold on. Just hold on. Now, I'd like you to sing that song. I don't have to sing. If you can sing, I will request to give you a microphone and I want you to play that song and sing. I would like to sing that song. Just me. And then those who know it can join us. But I want us to crown him. I want us to crown him. Say crown him.
Crown him.
I want us to crown him the Lord of all. Because he is so powerful and our God is able. And the angels lay prostrate when they feel the presence of God. And I want us also to be prostrate for the working of God. Let God use us in a mighty way.